Hi everybody. So I want to do an update here. I know it's been well 2 weeks since my first chemo treatment, and I did take some footage, just like really brief footage of my my first chemo treatment, but it didn't show a lot. Um, it's on my phone, so I'm not exactly sure how to transfer it from my phone to the computer. I don't know. I used to do that all the time, and it's been so long I kind of forgot. And this whole week, I'll explain. This whole last 2 weeks have been kind of anyway. So, but I did want to give an update. So, had my first chemo treatment. That was 2 weeks ago yesterday, and the way that went was it the first night for me really sucked. Like, I was really sick. I was really nauseous. I never vomited during the whole thing, but I was really nauseous the first night. But it could have very well been because we had a visitor after my chemo treatment, and I really needed to eat, but I didn't want to be rude. I could feel it in my stomach, like I was really hungry and I needed to get something in my stomach, but I didn't want to be rude, so I didn't. And we got behind on my meds because we were visiting. So big no-no. So I was sick that night, and then the next day, because the steroids, I guess, kind of kick in. So the next day, I felt really good. Like, I was full of energy. I was doing lots of stuff, and I felt great. And then after that, I just kind of roller coastered, kind of up and down, generally feeling not good at all. So it kind of felt like, if I had to explain it, it felt like a bad hangover mixed with the flu. Um, Add in a little bit of bone pain. But I mean, it could have been worse. I think they've come a long ways with it. With chemotherapy, and I never vomited. It was never that bad. It was just this overall feeling, like, if I had to explain in my stomach, it was just like this kind of sort of like queasy feeling, and almost like it was empty all the time, but yet I didn't want to really eat. Like, my taste buds totally changed. I got this weird kind of, it felt like a film, like this, if you could imagine, really short, fine, furry, like fur, on the inside of your mouth. For me, that's how it was. So everything, especially certain things, if I ate them, things that I normally like, they would, coat like my mouth, and it was awful. And nothing tasted right. So I noticed I liked either really bland foods or really salty, sour, spicy foods. Like, I really wanted those little, those mildly hot banana peppers, like the pepperoncinis, and I wanted sour mustard pickles. um, sorbetto, that was really good. That helped because it was cool and that felt good in my mouth. Um, And then, I'm a big juicer, and I thought I was going to rely on juicing a lot for this, but I couldn't stomach the thought of my juices, which just killed me because that's like one of my favorite things in the world. I love the taste of juices. Oh, love them. And I couldn't stomach it. So I found all I really wanted to drink was like orange juice, water, and then there was this, it's a blend. I should show it to you maybe in the next video. It's called True Nopal, Trunopal, and it's the prickly pear cactus water, and it's very bland, but has a very slight flavor to it, and I seem to really like that too. Um, and then I had some bone pain. I think that they said comes from the Neulasta shot that I have the day after my chemo. It's trying to rebuild your white blood cell count, and somehow it does something, I guess, bone marrow in the bones or something. I don't know exactly. I've gotten a couple different answers on it, so I'm not exactly sure on that one. But anyway, it does cause some bone pain. My bone pain came through my hips, um, up my spine, kind of around the top of my ribs and in my breastbone. And it would happen for me. It would happen like if I'd been up moving around, and when I'd sit down, anytime I sat down, take about 10 seconds, and boom, 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 it would come on. And anytime I was in bed and I changed position in bed, it would do the same thing. Give it about 10 seconds and then it would come on. So I had my second chemo treatment yesterday, and much better. Like, we came home and we got the meds to me right off and got me some food right off, because I also knew that I was going to have a short time frame in which food tasted normal and good to me. So I wanted to make sure I got that in. So I came home and I ate a big plate of my homemade stir fry and jasmine rice. And then we got the meds right into me. That made a huge difference. Last night was much, much, much better than last week. And today so far is good, but that would normally I'd feel good anyway because of the steroids kicking in the second day. So we'll see how the rest of the 2 weeks go. I will say, from the last one to this one, that 2 weeks, first night sucked. Second day was good. And then from there on, like I said, it just kind of was the whole time. And and they call it chemo brain. Really foggy, weird brain. Like, and all I can explain is it felt to me, I kept telling my husband, it's like I feel like I have brain damage or I had a stroke or something, because I knew what I wanted to say. I knew in my head, like I was normally thinking and all of that, but I couldn't articulate it. I couldn't get it to function, to bring it out. So I felt really kind of dumb, or like dumbed down, It was very, very strange, and I didn't like it at all. That mentally was very hard for me. Because I generally like to, I'm a thinker, and, I like to do and go and articulate what I need to articulate. Not that I'm a huge talker. I mean, I am on these videos, but generally in, public situations and stuff, I don't need to talk all the time. I tend to be maybe a little more shy in public situations, but still, I like to have my faculties about me so that, I can, if I want to talk to somebody, I can talk to them on an intelligent level, and I couldn't do that. So that all lasted about a week and a half. And then, so I had my treatment on that Tuesday. That whole first week was kind of, junk. And then, so that brought us to the next Tuesday. And then Wednesday was still bad. Thursday was starting to come out of it. And then Friday was like the fog was lifted. Like, oh my gosh, I felt like myself. I could think, I could talk. Things tasted normal. I was me again. I had my energy back. I wasn't fatigued. I felt great. So I enjoyed Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday just being myself, eating like crazy to try to, and so far I've done good. I've lost a couple pounds, like 2 pounds. Well, yeah, just a little over 2 pounds so far during the whole first 2 weeks. But we did work hard to put a little bit of extra weight on me before I had the chemo started. So I did gain 8 pounds before I started chemo. And so now I've lost a little over 2 pounds of that. But now I know how it's going to go. Most likely, what I'll do is I'll just take it as it comes for this next week and a half. And then I'll enjoy that last 4 days to really eat and enjoy and be myself. And then go back for the next treatment. My hair started coming out about 4 days ago. I noticed anytime I ran my fingers through my hair or anything, I'd get like a few more strands than I generally am used to getting. And then each day got worse. And so yesterday it was really starting to come out. And then today and of course yesterday was my second treatment. And so today I got in the shower to wash my hair, and sorry if you're grossed out by this, if you're grossed out by the look of hair all matted up that I pulled out of the shower, at the bottom of the shower when I was done, then look away now. But this is that all of it? I thought, no, that's not all of it. Some of it fell down in my plant over here. So this is what I lost. I know it looks gross, disgusting, but I lost, and you could see it's a whole, like, and I got big hands, so it was a bunch of hair, like a bunch of it. So my hair is really thin, especially through here. My hairline's totally different. See that? Right there, you can really see how my hair is just totally different there. It's gone. Different, it's gone. So my hair's a lot thinner. Um, so tonight we are going to shave my hair because there's no sense. I mean, what am I hanging on to? And that was just when I washed and conditioned it, and then when I went in and blow dried it, and I blow dried it just lightly, there was hair flying all out and all over the floor. So, I don't like hair in my food. I don't want hair in my family's food. So to just shave it off. It's better. It's coming out anyway. Might as well accept it. So I'm certainly at this rate not going to hang on to it very long. Sucks too because I really was liking this haircut. That go get me, but oh well. So yesterday was my second treatment, so I have 16 total treatments, so now I have 14 more to go, 2 behind me. Trying to think. Oh, I got a couple wigs, and one of them I really like, one of them not so much. I may have to cut it or do something funky with it. It was kind of a stretch, and it wasn't like my normal hair. The other one I got was kind of like my nice little bob that I got that I liked so much before all of this. So I'll have to do a video on wig reviews for that to let you know where I got them, and I'll try them on for you. But yeah, that's the update so far. I'll post this video. One of these treatments I do want to really, concentrate on getting some footage from the chemo treatment itself. So anyone that may watch these videos that wants to see what it looks like when you go in, I have to be honest with you. I haven't even asked about recording the chemo treatments because I haven't come to a place yet with me where I can watch it. Like when they're putting the chemo through, I look away. I don't look at it. The first time I couldn't even, it was really, really bad for me. This time I got a little bit closer to, I took a couple glances. But I don't, I'll get there, and then I'll feel comfortable taping it, and, maybe videotaping it would help me get over my fear a little bit too. That's where I'm at right now, and doing good otherwise. Prognosis still looks good. I got a little bit of an infection started in the incision where they took my lymph nodes out, so I had to go back to the doctor, and he did put me on some penicillin, antibiotics, not penicillin, but some form of antibiotics. He put me on that, and so that's doing good. That's healing up nicely, and overall doing good. The puppies are sleeping right now, otherwise I'd show you the puppies, but I got to do more videos. Just the last treatment, honestly, I couldn't even keep texting back or Facebook messaging back the people that were sending me messages because it was just, it was too much. So I just didn't have the mental or physical energy to do a video. But I think it's getting better, and hope to do some more videos for you. Thank you, everybody, for all of your comments, love, support, prayers. It's super appreciated, all of that positive energy. Even though I don't answer all the messages, I do read them, and I do appreciate them. And yeah, I hope if anyone starts watching these videos that is going through cancer, you'll share your thoughts, tips, tricks, anything like that, and I'll try to as I go along. And sorry I keep clearing my throat. That's another thing from the chemo. I seem to get this phlegmy thing. I don't know what it is, but anyway. Alright, guys. All of you take care. Be so grateful for the life and the health that you do have. and I will be talking to you in another video. All right, take care. Bye bye.